Well, the results are not all in, and but they're in enough. And it looks like Carl Ritchie will be the nominee for the Republican Party to be the next sheriff of Charleston County. Carl Ritchie is a good man. He's run a good race. He's a good friend. And I'll tell you one thing, he'll make a fine sheriff and a much better sheriff than the current incumbent. And I encourage everyone in this room to get behind his campaign, and let's let Carl Ritchie win this thing in November.
Woo!
I do want to say this. You know, I only had one political office I've ever had any interest in doing, and that's to be the sheriff of Charleston County, South Carolina. It's the only thing I've ever done. I'm very new to politics. I stepped in here. I had an A+ team, and I tell you, when you stand up and want to do something like this, it's a big jump. You throw yourself out there, and you find out who your friends are. And you meet a lot of new friends you never met, and you find out who they are too. And I tell you one thing, the team that has been behind me has been the most wonderful bunch of people, and so honorable. I mean, you know, you guys would go out, find one of my opponent's sign in the dirt, you'd pick it up and put it back up for them. It's just that kind of gesture, that kind of honor that ran through this whole race. And I'm really, really proud to have the friends I've got here in this room and beyond. It will be nice to go back into retirement, get a little trout on the line and cook him over the campfire. I am looking forward to that. Maybe a few of you can go with me. And I'll tell you something, law enforcement's important. My big dream, one of the things that motivated me to run for office, is our Jedi Knights. Our cops are out there risking their lives for us every day. They're the best of the best. And I certainly had a dream of leading them the proper way, the way I learned to lead in the Marine Corps, not in law enforcement. And I hope whoever is our next sheriff takes real good care of our Jedi Knights. And that's super important, and I'm really particularly honored with the number of badge wearers and former badge wearers, like some of the people standing with me right here, like my former lieutenant here, like Norman Dudier, who helped me chase I helped him chase bad guys, senior officer once upon a time. Billy, this is one of the best. Bruce, one of the best, a couple of the best detectives I've ever known. These guys could find anything. Columbo had nothing on these guys. It's just been a great honor, and I thank y'all so much. And are there any questions from the media, perhaps?
2028.
2020? No. I'm quite done. I'm quite done.
Can I get you for a photo right here?
Yes, sir.
Just with everyone there in the back house. Thank you.
I am officially, yes, that is official. I have attempted to call Carl Ritchie. I couldn't get him on the phone. I will attempt again. Yes.
Can you talk about the difference between the primary and the runoff? What changed? Because it seemed to be kind of a...
Well, you know, I was told early on that the best place to go into a runoff is in second place. It motivates, being the underdog motivates your backers very much. I tell you one thing, we did all we could. We fought a valiant fight. My guys worked their rear ends off. It was a good effort. I really thought we were coming in here strong. The results did surprise me.
It was a little contentious at times in parts during the race. How were y'all able to kind of come together, and now you're throwing your support behind him, obviously?
Well, the contention, I think, was political, external. I've always liked Carl Ritchie. I saw him this morning in the newsroom. We gave each other a bear hug. You know, he's a good man, and I tell you something. I was out with a few friends last night, and I raised a glass and toasted Rick Keys, Rocky Burke, and Carl Ritchie. And I'll tell you what, yeah, I know from experience, there's only 3 other people in this county that I know from experience threw their hat in the ring because they saw what was happening to our sheriff's office and wanted to do something about it. And I've always respected that. That takes a hell of a lot of guts, and I know I've been there. And you know, politics, you know, trying to set yourself apart from another candidate, and then you get some very gung-ho people on your side that might take things a little far. It does happen, but you do have to set yourself apart from a candidate. Once again, I'm new to politics, and I'm proud of the way we ran this campaign. I really am. I don't think I'd change a thing. Any other questions?
Can you elaborate more on why you're going to be supporting Carl Ritchie as opposed to Sheriff Kristen Graziano?
Yes, absolutely. I do not think Kristen Graziano has done a good job as sheriff. She's 65 deputies down, okay? Over 100 jailers, 100 detention officers short in the Al County Detention Center. We are losing prisoners. We have 11 dead, 12 dead, I'm not even sure. Morale is extremely low. Our Jedi Knights deserve better than that. It's not working. She's a perfectly nice person, but she has failed as sheriff. I think that's obvious, and I think the voters of Charleston County need to give somebody else a chance, and I fully believe that somebody else at this point is Carl Ritchie. It's a no-brainer in my book. Everybody here for Carl Ritchie now? Let's give Carl Ritchie a hand.